So people that have never driven a truck love to say, oh, all you do is hold a steering wheel. Trucking is easy. Trucking is easy. OTR is easy. So if OTR was easy, people wouldn't be quitting by the numbers daily. So for somebody that's not sure if they want to get into OTR, I'm about to give y'all some reality about OTR. Now, just a little background on me for people that are new to this channel. I drove OTR, some time ago. Now I'm an LTL, line haul driver. So let's talk about what it's like being an over-the-road driver. So when you first come in, assuming you have zero experience, expect to be on a trainer's truck from 3 weeks on the low end up to 6 weeks, depending on the company's training. Expect to be with a total stranger. Expect the training pay to be low. Expect for your checks to be small in the beginning. If you're somebody that's in a money situation, you just gonna have to thug it out. Expect to sit at shippers for a long period of time. Expect to sit at receivers for a long period of time. Expect the nasty Karen that hates her job to give you an attitude at the front desk when you go to check in. Expect the lumper service to take long. Just expect attitudes. Expect to get cut off by four-wheelers. Expect to drive through all type of weather condition. Be prepared to drive in snow. Be prepared to drive in dust storms, hail, you name it. Now, OTR, it's a lifestyle. Be prepared to be away from your loved ones for weeks at a time. Be prepared to miss holidays. Be prepared to get denied for home time. There might be times where you may not be able to make it to a special event. Be prepared to drive through states and areas where you have no cell phone signal. You could be driving hundreds of miles where you don't get a single signal. Be prepared for that when you go through states like Wyoming, West Virginia, certain parts of PA. It comes with that. Be prepared to have to fight for detention pay. Be prepared to have to fight for layover pay. Expect breakdowns. It happens. It comes with the job. Be prepared to back in tight places. Be prepared to shut down in shady places. Be prepared to have to fight for parking. Be prepared to get random DOT inspections, harassed by DOT. Be prepared to shower in truck stops. Be prepared to walk through smelly, pissy, shitty truck stops. Be prepared for that. It's just a lot of things. So it's more to this job, than just holding a steering wheel. Be prepared to have to do basic math. Calculate your miles. That way you have an understanding of how much money you're gonna make. You need to be able to know, if I run X amount of miles at this CPM, I'm gonna bring home this much this week. Be prepared to have inconsistent miles. Some weeks you're gonna have good weeks where your checks are good. You're gonna have weeks where your checks are low. Be prepared to have that conversation with your significant other where you say, why am I out here? Or be prepared for your kids to say, Daddy, when are you coming home? Or Mommy, when are you coming home? That's if you have children. Be prepared to see your friends, on social media, living it up while you're snowed in somewhere. It's just a lot of things you have to be prepared for. Be prepared to have your off days where you're struggling to back in. Be prepared to get laughed at, if you struggle. Be prepared for accidents. Somebody might back into you, you might back into them, but if you're doing your get out and looks, hopefully you won't hit anybody. But like I said, it happens. Be prepared to get loads that cancel on you. Be prepared to have to do repowers. It's just a lot of things. Be prepared for your DM or dispatcher to give you attitude. I'm trying to think what else I could tell you. Now, as far as the negatives, that's all I can pretty much give you on the negatives. As far as the positives, you're an OTR driver, so you're gonna go from everything in between, from everything from Maine to Washington to Florida to California, everything in between. Be prepared to see a bunch of things that you probably would have never saw, in your area. If you come from the East Coast, be prepared to go out west and see mountains, desert, snow on the mountaintops. If you come from the Midwest, be prepared to go down to Florida and see the beaches, you know. When it comes to home time, you don't always have to take your home time in your home state. You know, if you've always wanted to go to Vegas, you know, take your home time in Vegas. If you've always wanted to go down to Miami Beach, you know, take your home time in Miami. You know, find a place to park the truck and take your home time there. If you're gonna be OTR, guys, if you're gonna sacrifice all these things, sacrifice being away from your friends, your family, you know, you might as well take advantage of what this country has to offer, you know. Try different foods, you know, go to different malls, you know, take full advantage of this, because you're gonna find that a lot of times you're gonna drive through major cities, but you're not gonna always have time to stop through and see these things. So that's why I said, if you wanna go somewhere, you know, take your home time there. Be prepared to meet a lot of new people, interesting people. You know, make sure, you know, you take pictures, you know, that way you have memories. So it's just a lot of things that you are going to experience, you know, from negatives to positives, but it's up to you to determine, you know, is it for you? Can you handle being away from your family weeks at a time, you know? And like I said, going back to money, you know, expect inconsistent pay, you know. It comes with the game. It comes with the territory. All right, y'all. So after hearing this, hopefully, you know, you get a better idea of what it's like. This is just, I can go on and on, but that's just a mini version of what it's like being an OTR driver. So that's the video of the day. As I always tell y'all, thank you to all my day one subscribers. Thank you to all my new subscribers. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and sub. And as I always tell y'all, y'all take it easy. Stay safe.